almost poetic that today's game carries that moniker, as the matchup between these two schools is better known as the Sunflower Showdown. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a team from the American, the Kansas Jayhawks. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Jayhawks offense will start this game off with the football. K-State was able to outlast the Jayhawks in a tight one the last time these two clashed in the Sunflower Showdown.
It was E-Mall for Kansas State. Every man a Wildcat. They needed all of them in that game. They showed up right down to the very end, made the plays they needed to win it.
And they got to hold the trophy. And Kansas got to hear about it. They get to hear about it. They don't win this rivalry very often, and Kansas State's the big deal. Big chance to prove them wrong today.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Snag in the middle. It's Whitaker. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. And the Jayhawks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Adler. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's a hit. Right, there he goes. Smashes through the tackle. No, he loses the ball after a huge gain.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. They've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure was too much. They get it at the 15.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. these slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Jayhawks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quick release on the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
Yeah, and I think 3rd and short is the perfect time to run RPOs because I can give the football or make the read, but I got to make sure in these situations I'm accurate with the football either way. Wasn't accurate with the football, now you got a 4th down situation.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Trying to do it on the ground. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
How nice is it to have a running back with this guy's skill set, right? That's not a guaranteed gimme 4th down conversion either, but still, they trust in him to find the crease and keep this drive alive.
Makes the grab. It's Adkins. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll throw on 3rd and short. It's the grab. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. They'll give it to the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
QB draw. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Pulls it higher to the left. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback keeps it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He might want another play. Looking for a pass in the end zone to the right. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Mark Chop. Made the grab and
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Kansas and K-State have been battling for well over a century, many times sort of on the fringes of the spotlight, if not completely out of it in college football. But man, when they grab center stage, you realize just how intense it is.
It's intense. It's a fun rivalry. But here's the thing. Kansas State has really dominated this rivalry. The Jayhawks, they got to fix that. They got to get that rectified, Palmer, because the Cats, year after year, they're continuing to find ways to win this matchup.
These are two great fan bases for years. We've loved our time whenever we visit Lawrence or you visit Manhattan. The nicest fans, but they're passionate fans as well, especially when they meet up in this rivalry game.
It's complete to Ryan. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown in completion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Now the play fake. Plenty of time in the pocket, and he'll sling it out to the left. And it's picked off at the goal line. Bringing it back. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And you will always remember your first name. How about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
He just held it poorly. That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And this QB has the ability to make huge plays and scramble around and do things off schedule. But that time he coughed it up. Did a great job of getting outside the pocket, but the defense closed in, forced the fumble, recovered it. Great job by the defense.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Wildcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Got his man quick. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Great job by the defense in the back end that time. He made the catch, and he had a little wiggle room to run afterwards, but they were able to get to him, rip the football out, and that is a...
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pocket. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they fail to hook up on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by the defense.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 39-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. That fumble in Russ territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Makes the grab. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to move the chains on this third and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Whitaker. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Jayhawks will snap it on first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a play.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the seat.
So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
No doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. A quick pass to the back. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens. You can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it. Got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They go to the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Hands off, and they run an early drive with the turnover.
This has been a nightmare for the offense. It's one of the most critical statistics in couldn't be any worse if you're on offense.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise why they're trailing in this football game. When you continue to give the football to the other team and put your defense in a bind, you're going to give up points. So they've got to find something with this offense that they can do well. Because right now, they're finding a good way to turn it over. But they got to do something positive to get back in this football game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. Wants to keep it in the air. Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They've got the first down, mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Still on his feet at the 40. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. There he goes. He'll go out of bounds with a solid pickup on the run.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Fires to the big fella. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Blue. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, so much to break down from a spirited start to the Sunflower Showdown between Kansas and K-State. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. Whether it's Rock Chalk or Emon, these two always deliver. As compelling an in-state rivalry as there is.
The Jayhawks will boot it away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions.
so many possessions here in the second.
Pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. And they needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Line gets set, first down. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Third down, and this offense is ready, and they really in trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot, despite knowing that he was giving up some size. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll pull it on the read. Nice move to keep running. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. And the Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Whitaker. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. Doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
The Jayhawks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, the Ryan looking for the first down. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the left. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Firing to the right, complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Touchdown! Jayhawk! And they add 6 more to go for that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you
you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games, you just need that first thing to break your way.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back. These guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Motion from the wideout. Good jet sweep pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend, so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They want to run this quarterback. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give to the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, getting running backs on the ground.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And still a few inches short of the sticks as they come to the line for 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of weeks.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Power football with the run. Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Flips it out on the screen. And the 35, he's got room. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
After those last two plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, and they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by this defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. The home team is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. The Huskies have found something today, and I don't know if this is sustainable, but this is what this team is capable of, that's for sure.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the Zipdish Jr. put on that ball to pick up the first down? This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air, chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Right back to the well. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Man, it's so nice to have a QB that can do that can run and make plays when you need it. Late in the football game, trying to run this clock out, preserve the win. He picks up the big first down.
Into the end zone. And the pummeling has started. They tackle a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It's a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Grab near the marker. It's Blue. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Kansas State pushing the pace. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Kansas State! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
Number 14.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they wanted. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Back to pass on second down. He's got it. Turning it off. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on first and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball is coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill. You're doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. They tack that last score on just for good measure as they're getting oh so close to putting this one away. The kickoff is coming. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. The throw on target over the middle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Double time, hustling to the line. They spike it to stop the
On the
clock.
play. Brings up second down.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. On fourth down, they'll try to throw. He wants a big play here late. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. So Kansas fought and clawed and scratched its way to victory in the Sunflower Showdown, and they'll have the Governor's Cup and bragging rights after beating K-State. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.